What you thought about the main event? Tank versus Roach.
Man, they need to redo that shit. They
Yeah,
need
that's how
to,
you feel. Talk to me.
man, they need to run it back. They need to run it back. Don't get me wrong, I love both of the guys. Despite of how things goes between my older brother Gary and Lamont, or my older brother Gary and Tank. Because let's be real, my older brother been on both of their ass. Anybody that he could possibly touch on or close to his division, he on their line. He is. So especially coming from the DMV area, of course he's gonna be on Tank and Lamont ass. And there's been a lot of shit said between both parties and whatnot. Me personally, I don't really care. I like Lamont. I like Tank. I grew up with them. We came out the same stable around about the same time. So to see them in this position fighting for this money in this bag, I'm happy and I'm proud that I was even here to see the shit, and witness it. Be able to hug and dap both of them up afterwards and be like, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all put on for the city.
Facts.
But not my city. You feel me? But y'all put on. Y'all put on. Well, Lamont, you put on for DC. Tank, you put on for B More. At the end of the day, they put on. But I told people, I said the Tank it ain't gonna be no hard fight. I mean, no easy fight for Tank. Lamont ain't about to just come in there and lay down. He's not. The styles matched up pretty good. They know each other from Spawn, seeing each other fight, actually fighting each other. And I feel like sometimes it could be a little harder when you fighting someone who actually knows you, that you've been in a ring with time and time again. And uh from my view, it was a great fight. It was a chess match type of fight, real back and forth. Uh you could have said Lamont edged it off in the later rounds, especially with that knee that Tank took. If they took that knee, if they counted that knee as a knockdown, which that's a fucking 10-8 round. Everybody knows that. You can't do that shit. So for him to take that knee and the ref ain't call it, I don't know why. He's a good ref, not taking shit away from him, but I don't know how he slipped that along the judges on the sidelines and everything. Uh, that's a 10-8 round. You turn your back in the ring, that's usually you quitting. Who did that shit? Roberto Duran, no Moss, and he turned his fucking back. The fight is over with. If your coach or anybody get up on that canvas, that's your coach and them waving the fight. You take a knee. Demetrius Coley, chop chop, he did it a few times in which you see him take a knee, and people just know that's a 10-8 round. So if they would have added that, I give it to Lamont. Uh, Another perception that I would say is, in most cases, when you fighting the champion, you gotta go out there and take it. I don't feel like nobody should just be given a fight easily. Once you going up there and you fighting a big name or a Tank Davis or anyone, you got to take it. And I feel like Lamont did just enough to possibly get the fight. I feel like he should have did a little bit more within them last two rounds to punctuate it and be like, nah, this my shit. You
Mm.
feel me? So with that being said, rematch it. Rematch.
Tell me, who do you favor in the rematch?
Mm, I can't say. I like both of them.
It's like that.
Yeah, it's like that. It really is like that. I can't say I like both of them. I like both of them. Uh,
What about if they did it immediately? Who would it favor?
Still wouldn't matter to me. I like both of them. I wouldn't be able to. I can't choose. I don't. I have no favor in this fight. You feel me? I have no favor. Just to see both of them go out there and perform to the standards in which I know they could, in which I fucking seen, then I'm happy for them. I'm
I get it. I get it. You
them
know,
to, it's up to them to execute and come out victorious on their own.
what do you think about them?
No, I just seen said they said on the comment. They said Mayweather MJ tank like LeBron. Yeah. Mm.
So, um, now Shakur, he did an interview and said, "I would like to fight Lamont Roach now." You made a face. Tell me, like, do you feel like that's a good look? for Lamont to go get a title and then try to unify, but is it too risky? Or should I go try to do a unification with Oshaki Foster, go back down to 130? What's the move if you was in Lamont's shoes right now?
If I was Lamont, I would fight Foster. I would fight Foster first for the simple fact he already has a belt at 30, unified 30. Looks sweet. Looks sweet.
You coming in as a unified 130 champion coming into that rematch now.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Exactly.
basically said I'm the man at 130 and the man is fighting me for the rematch versus because a lot of people are saying that Lamont Roach got a lot better since the Jamel Herring fight. What would you have to say about that?
Uh yeah, I think every yeah, I think he learned his lesson from that fight, and from that fight, he went back to the drawing board and he probably critiqued some shit in which he probably did get better. Uh in most cases, that's what you have to do as a fighter, and regardless. Some people take their losses and they're not the same afterwards. But once you take it as a lesson, you could build from it, you could grow from it. And I feel like that's what Lamont did. Even with that, but if you just look at the styles, like him and Jamal Hearn, then you go look at Shakur and Jamal Hearn. And that what weight did they fight at 30, right?
Yeah.
At 30, yeah. 30. Just look at the difference. Uh Lamont fight Shakur. If he don't bring his shit, if he don't bring his A game for real, he gonna get embarrassed. It,
Embarrassed,
it,
huh?
could- it could no, it can. You know what? Then again, I don't really know. I feel like Shakur can. Look, I fuck with Shakur. And if I'm being real, I fuck with Shakur harder than I fuck with some of the motherfuckers from some of the other fighters in the DC area. If I'm being real, cause Shakur showed us love. He showed us real love. Whenever we need a spawn, we'll call all around DC, but there's nobody trying to come and give us no work. You feel me? So we had to use Shakur and them hand times. And guess what? They never said no. They never shied away from it. They came down with more work and everything. You feel me? So nah, I fuck with Shakur and his whole squad for real. And I know what he capable of. You feel me? He could actually fucking fight. He could have the pillow hands all he want. Can y'all get past it? You know? And Lamont, he got a lot better. He has some things in which can work in his favor when fighting Shakur. But if he's not on point, if he's not completely submerged in his training camp and like really breaking this shit down like a science, don't fight Shakur just yet. Don't fight Shakur just yet. And I'm not saying this because I feel as though Lamont can't pull an upset. I ain't never gonna go against or doubt the next man. You feel me? Who am I? Who am I? But I'm gonna look at this shit for what it is. Shakur is one of them good fighters that gets overlooked because he don't have the power, and what he do may be boring to the boxing world or to the boxing fans. If you're a true student of the game, you'll appreciate uh the skill set of Shakur. You feel me? You'll appreciate that shit if you really a student of the game.
Mm, I like it. I like it. So it seems to me you're favoring Shakur if they fight.
I am. I am. I'm a favorite Shakur. I'm a favorite Shakur. It depends on what Lamont comes out. Look, it depends on what Lamont comes out to make it a great fight. To make it a great fight. Um,
You
but
sparred both of them?
I never got to spar Lamont. That I never got to spar Lamont. It was times in which we was close in weight, in which I thought we was gonna fight. We never got a chance to fight or anything. But I worked with Shakur multiple times, a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. You bet. Wait a minute. Did you spar Tank or you were just roommates with Tank? No, you fought him in the amateurs.
Nah, I never fought Tank either. I never got to fight Tank either. We was in the same weight class. But we always was on the opposite side of the bracket. So I beat the people that he would lose to, or I would beat the people on the opposite side of the bracket.
You cleaned up.
Yeah, I cleaned up.
You was the cleaners. I got it.
Yeah, I cleaned up.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Who do
Yeah,
you?
and we definitely was roommates before. That was my homie and a roommate. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm. Like even when we fought in the gloves, Tank was my roommate. When I went back to the gloves with Lamont, he wasn't my roommate. But if I'm being real, I feel like I was talking more with Lamont and maybe one other person, because me and Lamont was the only one who won anyway. By the second night, half our team was wiped out.
Sheesh.
Yeah, half our team was wiped out. So honestly, it was me, Lamont, and the guy Kareem Martin who was really holding everything down for the DC team.